The surgery was supposed to be routine. Nothing major, nothing life-threatening, just a minor procedure my fiancée, Emily, had been scheduled for. I'd been nervous waiting in the hospital's dull, antiseptic-smelling lobby, flipping through magazines I wasn't actually reading, glancing at the clock every 30 seconds. After what felt like forever, a nurse finally came out and told me I could sit with her while the anesthesia wore off. I practically sprinted down the hall, relief rushing through me. Emily was lying there in a hospital gown, pale but alive, her chest rising and falling steadily. Machines beeped rhythmically beside her. Her mom, Linda, was already seated next to the bed, looking tired but calm. She gave me a small smile. "She's fine," Linda whispered. "The doctor said everything went smoothly. Now it's just about waiting for her to wake up." I sat on the other side of the bed and gently took Emily's hand. For the first time all day, I felt like I could breathe again. Then it happened. At first, I thought I was imagining it. Emily's lips moved slightly, her voice barely audible over the hum of machines. But I leaned closer, tightening my grip on her hand. I slept with his best friend," she whispered, her words slurred under the anesthesia. "Twice." I froze. My brain scrambled to process what I'd just heard. Her mom's eyes snapped toward me. "What did she say?" Linda asked, her voice sharp now. I just stared, my mouth suddenly dry. Before I could answer, Emily continued, still half dreaming, half speaking. "Don't tell him, please don't tell. I love him, but it happened." The room felt like it was closing in on me. The steady beeping of the machines grew louder, pounding into my skull. I wanted to believe it was just anesthesia-induced nonsense, random words strung together. But it was too specific. Too real. Linda's face had gone pale. She swallowed hard and whispered, Maybe she doesn't know what she's saying." But even she didn't sound convinced. I sat there, motionless, every muscle in my body stiff. A storm was tearing through my chest, anger, disbelief, heartbreak all colliding at once. My fiancée. The woman I was supposed to marry in just 4 months. And my best friend? The betrayal cut deeper than anything I could have imagined. When Emily finally stirred awake a while later, blinking her heavy eyes open, she smiled weakly at me, completely unaware of the bomb she'd just dropped. "Hey, you stayed," she murmured. I forced a smile I didn't feel. Of course I did. But inside, I was already unraveling. The drive home that night felt unreal. Emily dozed off in the passenger seat, groggy from the medication, while I sat there gripping the wheel so tightly my knuckles turned white. Every glance at her made my chest tighten. Her whispered words replayed over and over like a broken record. "I slept with his best friend, twice." I wanted to scream. I wanted to wake her up right then and demand the truth. But I couldn't. Not yet. I needed answers, and I needed to know who his best friend actually meant. By the time I dropped Emily off at her apartment, she insisted on recovering at her mom's. I had made up my mind. I called my best friend, Mark. "Hey man," I said, forcing my voice to sound normal. "Can we grab a drink tomorrow? Just you and me?" "Sure," Mark replied casually. "Everything okay?" "Yeah," I lied. "Just need to talk." The next evening, we sat in a dim corner of a local bar, nursing beers. Mark was his usual self, easygoing, cracking jokes, completely at ease. But I couldn't focus on any of it. I studied him carefully, looking for cracks in his armor. Finally, I leaned forward. "Mark, I need to ask you something. And I want the truth. No bullshit. His smile faded a little. "Okay, shoot. Did you ever sleep with Emily?" The words hung in the air like a guillotine. Mark froze. For a split second, guilt flashed across his face before he quickly tried to cover it up. "What? No, man, of course not. She's your fiancée. I'd never. Don't lie to me." My voice was low, sharp. "I heard it, Mark. From her own mouth." His jaw tightened. He looked down at his beer, then back at me. His expression shifted, the denial crumbling. It was a mistake, he muttered. Twice. We were drunk, it just happened. But it didn't mean anything. The words hit me like a punch to the gut. My vision blurred for a second. I wanted to throw the table across the room. You slept with her, I said slowly, my voice shaking with rage. My fiancée. My future wife. And you call that a mistake? Mark raised his hands, defensive. I'm sorry, man. It was before you guys got engaged. We swore it was a one-time thing, and then, it happened again. But we cut it off. She loves you. Shut up, I snapped. I couldn't look at him anymore. The person I trusted most outside of Emily had betrayed me. Twice. That night I couldn't sleep. My mind was on fire. Emily was texting me sweet recovery updates, sending me little heart emojis, completely oblivious to the storm inside me. I didn't answer. By morning, I'd made my choice. I went to her place. She greeted me in pajamas, looking soft and fragile. Babe, she smiled, pulling me into a hug. I miss you. I didn't hug her back. Instead, I looked her straight in the eye. When were you going to tell me? Her smile faltered. Tell you what? That you slept with Mark. Her entire face drained of color. For a moment, she didn't move, didn't breathe. Then she whispered, You know? I know everything, I said coldly. You confessed in the hospital. Under anesthesia. In front of your mom. Emily's eyes widened in horror. She stumbled back, covering her mouth. Tears immediately welled up. Oh my God! So it's true? I demanded. She broke down, sobbing. Yes, but it was a mistake. It was before we got engaged. I was stupid, drunk, insecure. I thought maybe you and I weren't serious yet. It meant nothing. Nothing? I shouted. You betrayed me. You betrayed us. And with him of all people? My best friend? She reached for me, but I pulled away. Please, she begged. I love you. It was before the ring, before the wedding planning, before everything real started. I swear, I've been faithful since. Please don't throw us away over this. I stared at her, torn between heartbreak and fury. Part of me wanted to believe her. Part of me wanted to forgive. But another part of me, the part that felt gutted and humiliated, knew I couldn't. Then came the twist. Linda, her mom, stepped into the room. She clearly overheard everything. Her expression wasn't shock, it was something colder. Disappointment. I told you this would come back to haunt you, Linda said quietly to Emily. Secrets don't stay buried. Especially ones like this. Emily sobbed harder. Mom, please. Linda turned to me. You deserve better than lies. If she hid this from you before marriage, what else will she hide after? Her words cut deep because they echoed my own thoughts. I looked at Emily one last time, tears burning in my eyes. I can't marry you, I whispered. Not anymore. Her cries filled the room as I walked out. It's been months since that day. Mark tried reaching out, but I blocked him. Emily begged me to reconsider, sent letters, even showed up at my door once, but I never let her in. Because here's the truth, trust, once shattered, doesn't get rebuilt. Love might survive a storm, but betrayal is an earthquake. It leaves nothing standing. And sometimes, the most painful part of losing someone isn't the breakup itself, it's realizing the person you thought you knew never really existed.